Hi everybody, I just wanted to pop on and talk about the case of Trysten Bailey and the murderer Aiden Fucci. Now, the sentencing was yesterday, which was March the 25th, so I wanted to share some bits from that, but I also wanted to give you a bit of a back history to the case in case people were not aware of this case or what had happened. In May 2021, Trysten Bailey's body was found after her parents had reported her missing. Following the discovery of her body, Aiden Fucci, who was 14 at the time, was arrested and taken for questioning, and he had actually taken a photo of himself in the back of the police car saying, Trysten's body was found near Retention Pond, which is at the end of a cul-de-sac on Saddlestone Drive, which is in the neighbourhood where she lived. Aiden Fucci was an 8th grader at the same school of Patriot Oaks, and Trysten was a 7th grader of the same school. Following the surveillance videos that the police were able to pick up and following obviously her brutal murder, they were able to arrest Aiden and obviously take him for questioning, which led to him being charged with Trysten's murder. When Aiden was arrested, he took a selfie in the back of the police car saying, "Hey, has anybody seen Trysten lately?" which is pretty gross if you ask me, and you'll see that in some of the videos that will follow from this one. Aiden was charged with 2nd degree murder and then was upgraded to 1st degree murder following further investigation. Now, as I said, he was initially going to go through the complete trial, but he did end up actually pleading guilty, which then meant that they didn't have to sit through an entire trial and it was just sentencing that he had to go through. But during the sentencing, we heard from the coroner who did the autopsy on Trysten, and here is what they had to say. Trysten's death was caused by blunt force trauma from the use of a knife and stabbing her, and the autopsy revealed that she had been stabbed 114 times. Let that sink in for a minute. That's 114 times that this poor girl was stabbed. So she had received stab wounds to her head, her neck, her back, cuts to her shoulders and her hands and her arms. Now obviously with the hands and the arms, they are usually because the victims try to defend themselves from the knife coming at them, and it was said that she did give a good fight because obviously there was that many cuts and abrasions on her hands, so she did give a good fight for her life. And during the trial we heard that she would have died at least 6 times with some of those injuries that she received, which is just horrific. Trysten will forever be remembered by her neighbours, friends and classmates as someone who was really caring, that she, made friends, that she participated in lots of different things, and she was well loved within her community, and that came through during the sentencing, during the victim impact statements. We also learnt prior to Aiden murdering Trysten that he had actually spoken about murdering other students, and actually this is something that must be taken seriously, because when I was at school I had a friend who said she wasn't going to murder someone, but she said that she was going to cut someone, and we didn't believe her, and she did. She cut somebody's face. And when someone says that, I definitely feel if you hear that, if your child hears that, they definitely need to bring that to the attention of the school, because, from obviously in Trysten's case that was followed through, and I've known that someone in that similar situation and they followed that through, and people didn't think that was going to happen, but it did. Aiden was sentenced to life imprisonment yesterday on March the 25th, in the year 2023, and it is said that he will get a review of this in 25 years from obviously his sentencing to see if he can be or has been rehabilitated. And obviously the judge went through his reasonings as to why he gave the sentencing that he did, and he was very clear, and these are things that I'm going to be showing as we go through.